This is the beautiful Kaziranga National Park, home to endangered wildlife, tribal communities, tea gardens, and so much more.
That might be a mistake.
And today, we are exploring this fascinating place, and we'll tell you everything you need to know about it. So join us on this adventure. You don't want to miss this.
Guys, it's Jeep Safari time. We're heading out into the Kaziranga National Park. It's my first ever Jeep Safari and I'm really looking forward to see the one-horned rhino. We're seeing the rhino up close and it's so magnificent. And with the binoculars I can see all the details as well, like its ribs and ears and horn. The rhinoceros are so good. I've been looking at every single one through binoculars. They have like a rib sort of thing which you can see and as if they have an armor on and like two ears and like one horn, and it's like my dream of seeing a unicorn has come true. And we saw a lot of birds. A snake bird, which is something I never even knew. It's like the top part of a snake on a bird, and after that, and then there's like these are different types of storks and cranes and ducks and eagles. This place is so beautiful. Love it. It's my first experience at a national park. And I think I'm going to visit many more national parks in the future as well. So here's an interesting fact. Many historians believe that the unicorn is actually the one-horned rhinoceros, or more likely the Siberian unicorn was the precursor of the one-horned rhinoceros. And by the way, the scientific name of the one-horned rhinoceros is Rhinoceros unicornis, so it makes sense, it is a unicorn. So you have two options when you come to the Kaziranga National Park. You can either go on the elephant safari that covers a shorter distance but goes really close to the rhinoceros, like into the wild, or you can go on the jeep safari that goes on a fixed mud path and it covers the entire range. But you see the animals from quite a distance, and it would be wise to carry a binoculars or ask your driver for one, because it's absolutely fun looking at the things through the binoculars. So the elephant safaris are only available at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and the jeep safaris, there's an option for a morning one as well as for an evening one which starts at 2:30, which we are on right now. The vehicle we are using is a Maruti Gypsy. It has no covering on the top, so you can stand and get 360 views of everything. They have two levels. One is higher than the other, so it depends on what your preferences are.
All the adventuring made us extremely hungry. But instead of heading to a restaurant, we chose to try out something more authentically Assam. This is the Karbi ethnic community, and they've graciously invited us to join them for lunch.
We are at the fringes of the Kaziranga, where the Karbi tribe lives, and we are going to be getting a traditional Karbi meal which is prepared in bamboo shoots. This is a traditional style of Karbi cooking where they cook it within a bamboo shoot, a hollow bamboo. This is very interesting. I've not seen cooking like this before. And we have just been served water in a traditional bamboo cup, and everything they use here, whether it's the cups and the plates and the utensils and the food, is all organic. We have just been poured a local drink of these Karbi people, and it's made purely of rice.
Yeah.
What's the name of this drink? Local नाम क्या है इसका?
इसका local नाम
लापानी
Horlang.
Horlang.
Horlang. It's called the Horlang. So, is it an alcoholic drink?
Not
Somewhat like that.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's like a rice wine. It's kind of like what we had the Tongba, the millet thing, but a rice version of it. Like it has a bit of rice taste. but-
केटा मैले आता
Before serving us our thali though, our host had an interesting idea to try the Bhoot Jolokia, the ghost pepper, the hottest naturally occurring chili pepper in the world.
Okay, this is it. It's cut, and I know it looks really harmless, but I'm scared. Immediately on touching my tongue, right, the tip of my tongue is burning right now. I haven't eaten a seed, but only the skin. He's laughing at me. Thank you. Okay, I have just received my traditional Karbi thali, and they seem to have a lot of natural food because the colors are in whites to the yellows and greens range of colors, and I'm gonna be tasting it. This thing is like an Indian version of a sushi. So the Indian sushi was actually the rice that was cooked inside the bamboo, and that's why it has that fried sort of appearance around it, and it holds the rice in together. Let me have a taste. It's nice. It's slightly drier than the regular rice, and you have a little bit smoked taste to it. Oh, they just offered us more bhut jolokia right here. And this was the chicken that was made in the bamboo, which we showed you some time back. This is a vegetable. This was the chicken that was made on the fire, on the sticks. And this is dal. This is another chicken curry. And this is potato salad. The last attempt, I was kind of scared, so I took a small tiny bite. This time I'm gonna go all in, be as brave as I can, and have this whole piece. Bismillah. I almost thought it was not spicy, and then I swallowed it, and now. Thank you. Yeah. That might be a mistake. An immediate calm, and it started all over again. Let's see if rice works. How long does it take to go? Since these people live on the fringes, initially most of their income used to come through poaching, cutting trees and all. But instead of banning it, the government and a lot of local NGOs have actually helped them get an alternate source of income. So this is Mangal Singh Tehran, and he is the leader of this group of the Karbi community that, you know, is giving us such a beautiful experience here in the Karbi ethnic village. He was telling us that not many people come to this place because they don't know about it, but this is just a minute from the main road, and it's on a proper road as well. And it's on the way to Kaziranga, and I know if anyone comes to Assam, you all go to Kaziranga, so this is a must visit place. But remember that there is a long preparation time to create the food which they are creating for you. So call them up, check out on Google TripAdvisor, call them up, pre-book your meal, and definitely come here. It's an amazing experience. So we were about to leave and they have extended their hospitality so much. They have handed us some local tea with a biscuit to have before we leave. Assam's supposed to have the largest production of tea, and you can actually see like every place we go to the tea tastes different.
The hospitality didn't end there. Seeing our interest in tea, they invited us for a walk through a nearby tea plantation. Words can't describe this place. I mean, just look at how beautiful this place is.
I can't even move through this thing. कुछ भी निकालना है ये I'm not sure what really to remove, but I'm guessing the leaves that are on top. कोई color का निकालना है या सब कुछ निकालना है. Okay, all the leaves that are on top. This is falling off my head, but and ऐसा पीछे. Okay, I really admire what they do because this is quite tough. Is it it? The leaves on the top are light green, the ones at the bottom are dark green. So the aim is to remove this leaf without tearing it or without breaking it, and like getting only the light green leaves. And the speed at which they are doing it is like insane. It's almost like 500 leaves per minute sort of thing, and I managed to remove 10.
Lunch over, we headed back to Kaziranga and decided to check out the National Orchid Park. This place is home to an orchiderium that houses over 600 varieties of orchids, ranging from the beautiful to the weird to the downright deadly. There was also a museum right outside showcasing the history of the Ahom dynasty and the diversity of Assamese tribes.
इसमें rice डाल दो. They put rice in this, and then they do this to grind the rice. They also have a local snack bar where they serve some local Assamese treats. This is known as the Assamese Pita, and this is the coconut laddu. I can taste some sweetness inside, like jaggery, and outside seems to be wheat rolled up. You can definitely get the coconut taste, and it's a lot of it in the form of a laddu, so quite tasty actually, both the treats are.
After a quick stop at a souvenir shop, we headed to the event space because we heard something special was happening. As night fell, which happens as early as 5 p.m. here, the performances became even more spectacular. These shows were great, but we had to return to the hotel, the Bonhabi Resort, and get some sleep because we had our elephant safari waiting for us in the morning.
And this is our room. There are 2 beds here, a table between the beds. Oh, I like the touch of 2 paintings over each bed. There's a TV, a cupboard below that, 2 chairs to sit there with the table in between. Mirror, there's a kettle, and here this is the bathroom. It's 4:30 a.m. and we had to wake up super early today to go on the elephant safari at Kaziranga, where we're going to go up close and see the one-horned rhinoceros. And I'm really excited but really sleepy at the same time.
A short 10-minute drive later, we were at the national park again.
We are on the elephant right now, and it's so beautiful. The sun is rising on one side and the moon's setting on the other. And it's so quiet and you can hear so many bird songs everywhere.
Protect me from you, my thief. It's getting later and it's harder to leave. I'm trying to heal, I'm trying to mend.
It was all so beautiful and serene. Till our elephant spotted something interesting and decided to head straight into the bushes.
Hey, again. Adar. Come walk on her face.
It was a one-horned rhino and her calf. We didn't get any closer to not provoke her, but soon we came across a lake that was filled with rhinos.
Send a signal from the little way. The moon is big, the night will fall soon. And you try.
So waking up at 4 o'clock to come on this elephant safari was totally worth it. The safari was amazing. The ride was awesome. It was quite bumpy and we got to see a couple of animals and I got to see a rhino up so close, so that was super exciting. If you want to see the sunrise, I suggest you sit on the left side of the elephant, but remember that when the sun comes up it gets really blinding, so if you want just the views and really beautiful views, you can sit on the right side of the elephant, which we did. So at the end of the elephant ride, when you get down, there are a couple of vendors that are selling bunches of bananas, like 50 rupee bunch and 100 rupee bunch. I bought a 50 rupee bunch and as soon as I picked it up, the elephant was so excited, it like just pushed out its trunk and it's like, give it to me, give it to me. And the elephant's like really happy. You can also touch the elephant at the end and you can like click pictures with the elephant. So that also is amazing. A couple of times during the ride, we saw the mahout hit the elephant with a stick. It looked really painful, but on asking, everyone agreed that it actually is not painful for the elephant at all because the elephant has really thick skin and it just guides the elephant. These elephant rides are like really important for the whole conservation of the park because that's where they get their one source of their income. But if you are kind of sensitive to the mahout hitting the elephant with a stick, maybe you should just go ahead and only do the jeep safari.
Thanks for watching the video, everyone. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out the rest of our Assamese adventures. Until then, bye and stay safe.